Hi, my name's Steph and I'm here to guide you through some breathing exercises. So in yoga we call them pranayama, and so prana means breath and energy. So that's the life force that connects us from our outer body to our inner nervous system. And of course that impacts how we can regulate our emotions, our thoughts and our general psychological experience. So typically our breathing rate just in day to day is about 10 to 12 breaths per minute. So one whole breath is one inhale and one exhale. There is some research that suggests that in urban city living environments that we actually breathe at a higher rate, maybe even 15 breaths per minute. And of course that is indicative of stress. So typically when we are feeling anxious and our nervous system goes into fight or flight mode, which is sympathetic activity, stress activity, our breathing rate changes. And that's an indicator that we are becoming anxious, stressed, or going into survival mode. When our breathing rate changes, it might move up into our chest, become shallower, and we use accessory muscles which are around here, around the shoulders, around the chest. Of course that means that we aren't getting as much oxygen into the lungs and not using that oxygen as efficiently. So what we can do with pranayama breathing exercises is try to encourage slower, deep breathing. So that means drawing the breath down not only from the chest, but actually fully down into the diaphragm, into the lungs, but using the diaphragmatic muscles, pulling that down, and the intercostal muscles between the ribs to make more space in the lungs to bring more oxygen into the body. By slower, deeper breathing, we can reduce the breath rate to about 6 breaths per minute. So this is called coherent breathing, which we will practice shortly. That's one of the exercises that I'll be sharing with you. So when we can create slower, deeper breaths in our body, the messages in our body are sending direct signals to the brain to say, it's okay, calm down, relax, and our nervous system will start to move from the stress response into the relaxation response. So that's a little, very brief summary of our breathing. So now to practice firstly coherent breathing, which is the 6 breaths per minute. And then I'll introduce you into a yogic breathing, which is ujjayi breathing. So firstly, take a comfortable seat. You might notice, or maybe you can't see, but I'm actually sat on some blocks, 2 blocks. And this is to elevate my pelvis just above my hips, to encourage my hips to open a little more. Okay, you might choose to sit on a bolster or a blanket or even a chair. Your seat is encouraged to be comfortable to allow you to sit still over a sustained period of time, be it 1 minute, 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever your meditation practice or breathing practice looks like. And again, finding length through the spine to sit in a comfortable position and bringing your hands to whatever is going to feel okay for you. It might be chin mudra, which is index finger and thumb touching, and palms lightly resting on the thighs, or maybe just resting the palms on top of one another in the lap, or maybe if you really want to feel the movement of the breath, you could place the hands perhaps just across the belly, or maybe across the side. Ooh, good job, I'm wearing a bra. Just across the side of the ribs. Okay. So I'm going to choose to place my hands into chin mudra. You might wish to gently lower the gaze or close the eyes. Let's firstly take an inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like you to continue counting at your own pace for the next 2 minutes. Just encouraging your breath to be even, following that steady count. And as you follow the steady count, inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5, just notice and be aware of the movement of the breath, drawing it down into the belly, using the full space of the lungs. Try and encourage the breath to be smooth and steady. Let's take 3 more breaths like this. Taking your last exhale. Whenever you're ready, just relinquish control of the breath. Just coming back, maybe opening the eyes, maybe looking to all 4 corners of the room just to reground where you are, just reconnecting. So by coherent breathing, what we've done is we've encouraged the breath to be stable and steady. We've created equal inhales to exhales. And by encouraging the breath rate to be slower with deeper breaths, we are encouraging the body to move into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation response. So your breath really is a tool at any point, completely accessible, to have conscious control at any point that you're feeling stressed, to bring it back down.